just diving in deep, I'm going to share a couple things I've been thinking about because we're all talking about how does the film connect at all to what's going on today. And yeah, from my perspective, the only thing that I experienced in the making of the film that, you know, brings me into today and connects was I maybe told this story, Rochelle, you might have heard it in LA at the commercial opening at the Lemley Theater, but and some of you, I think, were on the set. Otsko, you were on, it wasn't the set, but it was a real life rave that we went to before we started shooting the film. We got down to a spot like in Soto, and we wanted to do a little bit of like B-roll photography, and we brought some actors down. And I'd mentioned to like, to Mike Sodom, the cinematographer, you know, do you have a smaller like camera package that we could use? Because I don't want to be so obtrusive and bring the big red down. And, you know, because we're going to be in this space where it's not a film set, right? It's a show. And so I wanted to keep it on the DL a little bit more. And he's like, well, you know, we need to use the big camera if we're going to put it in the film and this and that. I'm like, all right, well, just wait till I get down there and I will talk to the promoter, because I already talked to him ahead of time to set it up, so that we have permission to come down there and do some shooting and basically have everybody connect with the scene. When I got there, like David and Mike were already shooting outside of David's truck. And so I got buttonholed by two of the promoters at the show who didn't know anything about what was going on, because the other promoter had not communicated to them that we're going to be there. And so one of the promoters, who apparently was, actually, I think both of them, were at the Shack the night of the shooting in '06. And so they were freaking on me immediately. They were like, who the fuck are you? Like, what is going on here? You know, you better have permission to be here, and you wait here, and I'm going to go get the guy, you know, who you said, you know, and the whole thing, just ratcheting up in tension, in terms of tension. And then I'll never forget it. One of the guys put his face right up to mine, and he said, "We don't talk about this." And he yelled at the top of his lungs right in my face. And I thought to myself, all right, this is a full-blown PTSD moment this cat is having right now. And this is a result of the fact that he does not talk about this stuff. And right at that moment, I turned and I looked, and Jagger popped into sort of my view. And the promoter in front of me turned and he looked at Jagger and he said, "I remember you from back in the day." And the whole thing went down.
Oh, Jagger knew him.
Yeah, Jagger knew him, and he recognized Jagger, and it went down from there. So we ended up not filming that night, but I think the actors went in to check out the scene. But the reason I bring that up is just from the perspective of PTSD and post-traumatic stress. And that's one of the things I've taken away from, you know, this 8-year odyssey that it's been to make the film, is I think, you know, most of the problems in our world are tied into untreated and unresolved PTSD. And any group of people or any individuals who have not been able to do that work by the grace of, you know, by the grace of God, literally, to get in there and do that work, it's really, it's not a good situation. And I could feel it on the street. I can feel it out in the world right now. And we got to come to terms with that and go through it. So that's how it connects for me.